grace. Many people these days do not understand the word grace. They do remember something about amazing grace. Some people believe that grace is a free gift of forgiveness from God. What is grace? Is it permission to sin? Grace is a permission to be forgiven by holy God. The Bible called God God of grace, or I would say God of many graces. So the first grace is a forgiveness of sin, something that we could not earn. But what other graces do you know? Do you remember Apostle Paul? They used to call him Saul. Back in the days, he was, I would call him a Christian era terrorist. He was dragging men and women out of their worship places. He separated families, interrupting services, taking parents from their kids. He was a fear for those who knew Jesus and worshipped him. So in those days, Saul had a very, very bad reputation among Christians. People who knew Jesus did not want Saul to cross their path. They did not want to deal with him, but not God. God wanted to give him grace. God wanted to use him. And here's how it all started. In the middle of Saul's big job, Jesus had an appointment with him. You can read the whole story in the book of Acts. And after that appointment, things dramatically changed for Saul. He prayed and fasted for 3 days. Then he met Christians with totally different approach, and he started to preach about Jesus. Same Jesus he was trying to fight with. Later in his letters, Paul wrote about grace. And he called it not only gift of forgiveness, but he also called it a gift of ability to serve God. So serving Jesus is another grace for us. Not only forgiveness, but serving Jesus Christ, knowing him, loving him, and serving him. What is grace to you? If it is a permission to sin, then you have a perverted grace. True grace is a permission not to sin. True grace is a permission to live free for God. True grace is a permission to serve God. True grace is a permission to have a peace with God. True grace is permission to serve Almighty God and glorifying his holy name in our lives. Let us live for this God, and let us glorify his holy name. Let his grace to be in our lives. Do you know God of every grace? Do you serve God of every grace? If you do, that's the biggest blessings for your life. Keep it and spread it around. Let the grace of God be with you.